Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about try catch exception handling. So first we will write a sample program in the Java, then we will write a main method. So now we have written the sample program in the Java, now we will learn about the exceptions. So suppose we have a integer a equal to 5 and integer b equal to 2, okay, and we can divide this integer int c equal to a divided by b, okay, and we can print out a result of c also, division result, like system dot out dot println result equal to, let's run this program and see the output. It should print 2, because if we divide 5 by 2, then 5 will be divided by 2 for 2 times. A is 5, b is 2, and c will be 2 only. C will be 2 and we are printing result equal to 2 into the output screen. And suppose if I change the b to 0, 5 divided by 0, it will be infinite. So it will produce some exception. Okay, let's run this program and see the exception. So it is saying arithmetic exception, divide by 0. Because we can't divide any integer value with 0. If we divide any integer value with 0, then it will result into infinity. So that is why this exception is occurring, okay. And suppose I have one more line, like end of the program, system dot out println end of the program, okay. It will be printed if v is 2 or some integer value, then it will print the result, then it will print the end of the program. So first it printed the result, then it printed end of the program. And suppose again we have b as 0, then what we need to, then exception will occur and it won't print line number 7 and line number 8. Line number 7 and line number 8 will not be executed, because at this line itself exception will occur. See, at line number 6 exception has occurred, so line number 7 and 8 will not be executed. So how we can handle that exception? We can use try and catch block. Exception e system dot out dot println arithmetic exception has occurred. Okay, so what we are doing in this program, we are using try and catch block, and we are dividing a by b in the try block. If the exception occurred, then we are handling into the catch block. Arithmetic exception has occurred. Let's run this program and see the output. So initially a will be 5 and b will be 0, a 5 and b equal to 0, and if we divide 5 by 0, then it will be infinite and exception will occur, and we are catching this exception at line number 10 with the catch block. So line number 9 will not be executed, because line number 8 itself will create an exception, and we are catching this exception into e. So line number 11 will be executed. Let's see the program run flow line by line. Okay, so we are not executing line number 9, because at line number 8 itself exception has occurred. So line number 10, 11 will be executed. So arithmetic exception has occurred. This has been printed and end of the program will be printed. Okay. So it's printing end of the program. So this line was not executed because at line number 8 itself exception has occurred, and we are catching this exception here. Suppose if we didn't had this try catch block, Then let's run this program and see the output. It will create an exception. So see here, it is creating exception, arithmetic exception, divided by 0. Okay, so we can use this exception here also. So we can provide this exception here also in the catch block. So here we can provide the exception A, and it is catch block system dot out dot println arithmetic exception, and here we can write, here we can write exception has occurred, and here we can write a specific exception like arithmetic exception has occurred. Okay, first A will be 5 and B will be 0, and here C equal to A divided by B. So exception will occur, and this line number 9 will not be executed because line number 8 itself will throw an exception, and we are catching that exception into the line number 11, arithmetic exception. Yes, it is arithmetic exception, so this arithmetic exception will be printed, and this catch block will not be executed. And after executing try catch block, it will execute line number 19, and end of the program will be executed. Oh, we can't use variable A because variable A is already defined here. Okay, so we can use E2, E1, and here we can use E2. Error 1, error 2. Let's run this program and see the output. So execution will stop at line number 8. It is saying arithmetic exception, divide by 0. So we will do next. Line number 8 created an exception, so line number 9 will not be executed. We will directly go into the catch block. If it is an arithmetic exception, then line number 12 will be executed. Otherwise, line number 15 will be executed for generic exception. So we have catched the arithmetic exception because divide by 0 is a arithmetic exception. So this line number 12 will be executed and it will print into the output box. Then end of the program will be executed. Okay. See here, end of the program. Okay. Suppose B has value like 2, and then C will be 2. 5 divided by 2 will be 2, and it will not throw an error, it will not throw an exception. So line number 9 will be executed and value 2 will be printed as a C value. Then directly end of the program will be printed. Let's run this program and see the output. Initially A will be 5, B will be 2, and C will be 2, and C line number 8 didn't created any exception. So result equal to 2 will be printed, and since we are not facing any kind of exception, so directly line number 19 will be executed. See, end of the program is executed. Okay. So similarly we can have finally block also. So finally block will be always executed like finally. Let's run this program and see the output. So we will run this program line by line. Initially A will be 5, B will be 2, and C will be 2 only. And we are printing value of C. So C result in the output screen, result equal to 2 will be printed. Result is 2. So no error occurred in this program. Even then also finally block will be executed. It will print finally always executed. Okay. So line number 18 is executed. It has printed finally always executed. And then we will print end of the program. This line will be executed. Okay. And suppose we want to create a error, arithmetic error. Suppose V was 0, then some error will be occurred at line number 3, line number 8 itself. Line number 8 will throw an error, and we are catching arithmetic exception here. So this line of code will be executed, and we always know that finally always executed. So line number 18 will be executed, then line number 23 end of the program will execute it. Let's run this program and see the output. So line number 8 is throwing exception, arithmetic exception divided by 0. So, first line number 9 will not be executed because line number 8 itself throwing an error and we are catching that error into the arithmetic exception. Okay. So, arithmetic exception will be printed into the output screen. Then finally block will be executed because we know finally block always executed even though error occurred or not. It won't matter. Finally block always executed. Finally always executed, then end of the program will be executed. See end of the program. Okay.